technically, I've already made this video. However, Terumi's scaling shouldn't be locked behind a versus battle video, which you should definitely watch, by the way. So I'm gonna make an independent video about him.
And with a wonderful singing voice of pride.
So if you don't care about lore, you can skip to the timestamp on screen right now. And to the people who do care about lore, let me explain. So Terumi is one of the 3 original beings in the BlazBlue universe. Those 3 being the Amaterasu unit, which is the creator of all things in the BlazBlue universe, the Tsukuyomi unit, which is an impenetrable shield, and the Susanoo unit, which is basically just a monster who can destroy anything and everything. That monster is Terumi. Now, initially, Terumi does not have consciousness. He is just a mindless puppet controlled by the Amaterasu unit. However, because of the magical properties of Seether, which is basically just chakra or ki in the BlazBlue universe, Terumi gains a soul. And after realizing that he is just a mindless puppet made to control, he decides to separate himself from his body and meet up with a man called Relius Clover. Now Relius Clover makes a new body for Terumi. This body is called Kazuma Kaval. Kazuma was just a regular academy student at the Academy of Ishana, which is basically just Hogwarts. But after Terumi arrives there and manipulates Kazuma into doing his bidding, Terumi eventually possesses him, but after some things happen, his body eventually gets destroyed. After that, Terumi goes back to Relius and asks him to make another body. Relius complies and makes Hazuma Honoka. Hazuma stays with Terumi until the end of the series. However, in the last game, he gains a consciousness of his own and becomes separate to Terumi. But that's not important right now. What is important is, after gaining this new body, Terumi makes his way to the main character Ragna's place where he lives, which is a church, kills the sister who owns the church, forces Ragna's brother to cut Ragna's arm off, kidnaps both his brother and his sister, and then on top of all that still has time to shit-talk Ragna.
Yes, you got disarmed! Man, that bloody stump must hurt like a son of a bitch, don't it, Ragna? You can tell me. What, cat got your tongue? You're losing body parts left and right!
So yeah, that's basically all the backstory you need to know about Terumi.
And with a wonderful singing voice of pride.
Now, Terumi's AP isn't really that important because what makes Terumi so OP is his hacks, but I digress. Terumi at the very least is planetary because he is part of the 6 heroes who fought off the Black Beast, and the Black Beast was about to destroy the world before the 6 heroes came. However, the Black Beast is implied to be stronger than planetary. However, this goes into highball territory, so I'm just going to consider that a highball. Now, with hacks, Terumi is easily complex multiversal because of many factors, such as absorbing Noel Vermilion, who literally has the power to control the universe and the infinite expanse known as the boundary, and many more things.
And with a wonderful singing voice of pride.
Terumi's speed is by far his simplest thing to calculate, so I'm gonna keep this short and simple. Basically, there is this realm in BlazBlue called the Boundary. The Boundary is stated to be infinite. Terumi can move through the boundary effortlessly and navigate through it effortlessly. Now, there is a way I could wank his speed up to immeasurable, since Terumi can time travel.
And with a wonderful singing voice of pride.
Terumi's hacks is what makes him busted. So first things first, he is a master of magic. He uses these green energy snakes in every single aspect of the way he fights, and he basically has no limit to how much he can use them. Terumi is also able to use phenomena intervention, which is basically just reality and time manipulation, or as it's also called in BlazBlue, observation or observing things. He can use Time Killer when he's fused with the Susanoo unit, and even when he's not fused with the Susanoo unit, he can access its power, albeit not its full power. He is also able to feed off of the negative emotions of others to make himself stronger, which is why he acts the way he does all the time.
And with a wonderful singing voice on pride.
Terumi's durability is very busted. So basically, at one point in the story, Terumi got hit by an attack called Time Killer. Now, this attack deletes the person who was hit from the past, future, and present in every single timeline that person can exist in. Terumi tanked this attack, so that should be enough. However, Terumi is also immortal in multiple ways. He is unaffected by phenomena intervention, which is just time and reality manipulation, and he has a casualty or incorporeal existence, which is just not being able to get hit by normal means, since he is basically a ghost in his base form.
And with a wonderful singing voice on pride.
Terumi is a genius, a super genius in fact. He is Urahara times 10. So let me give you the rundown. Terumi is the manipulator of all events in BlazBlue. He is why everything is happening. He founded the NOL, he separated from the Susanoo unit, which is why everything is happening, so on and so forth. He invented the Azure Grimoire, both the inferior and superior version, and his best IQ feat is basically there's this all-seeing, time-manipulating, and reality-manipulating AI called Takamagahara. This AI is all-seeing, as I said before, and anyone who tries to attack it gets cut off immediately because Takamagahara can just rewind time or just manipulate reality so that they don't do that. Now, in a time frame of 1/480,000th of a second, so imagine 1 second divided by 480,000. In that time frame, Terumi was able to infiltrate this AI, plant a virus on it, and permanently shut it down so he can control it. Keep in mind, Terumi before this observed every single possibility that could have happened to find even a single time frame where he could do this. And in that one time frame he found, which is 1/480,000th of a second by the way, he managed to pull it off.
And with a wonderful singing voice on pride.
So to sum it all up, Terumi scales from planetary to complex multiversal with infinite to immeasurable speed, irrelevant durability, super genius levels of high Q, so on and so forth. Terumi very probably beats your favorite character and your favorite character's verse along with it.